With another video. You make sure I am muted over here on here. Okay, I'm bringing up the Gentleman of Crypto video a little earlier before we cue Indigo Saint here. So I just don't want to echo while I'm doing that. I don't know why it's not showing me or being. Okay, there we go. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so while the Gentleman of Crypto one is figuring itself out, and it did finally, let's cue Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing.
All right, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Glad to be here on another episode of Gentlemen of Crypto and the Blackrue crew. Let's get it going here. Let me share my screen. Okay, I thought it would be a little quicker to start everything earlier, but it didn't turn out to be quicker. What's going on? Stacking Toshis. What's up, GT Nuts? What's up, Kid Grabo? Patrons in the house. Let's go ahead right quick and share a link to the Telegram. Trying to grow that here. Got some nice conversation in there. My guy Ace, my guy Bird Dog, my guy Gomes, building a nice community. You just grab the link, share it with y'all. By the way, I'm going to put it up on a Gentleman of Crypto side, but I think King and Zay have it blocking links. So you might have to come over to my channel if you really want the link. But hey, what's up, Charity NFT Project? So we're gonna share the link here. What's up, Tim Cottrell? You're probably gonna have to come over to the Blackrue investing side. You really want to see the link. Here we go. Bitcoin, Flash Cash, and Powell does as expected. And I got a hypothetical situation with BRICS and crypto. Kind of want to run by y'all, and I want to see what you guys think about it. So first, let's talk about the flash crash. And of course, if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the chat here. So Bitcoin did this odd flash crash. Now, I know Bitcoin like moving like $1,000 or like almost $2,000 is not too much of a big deal. But for me, for it to go from the blue line here, the darker blue line, which is the 50 AMA, to 200 AMA on an hour chart, all in about an hour, seems really kind of weird. I mean, I don't got too many spots where it's done that other than, okay, maybe right here, but not really. That was pretty quick there. We got some cases where it's done that in the green, but with the red, not so much. So I thought that was kind of odd, especially since Jerome Powell, everybody was kind of expecting 25, and we got 25. So to me, I thought it was kind of weird that Bitcoin moved down this 2000 in that quick amount of time. Now, if something else happened, I'm not aware of it. Maybe you guys might know, but I thought it was very peculiar that we got that really quick movement. We had just hit at overbought on the RSI. But it's really strange. We got that sharp down movement there. Just a little bit strange there. And if you guys were not aware, Jerome Powell here, he did what he said. Like everybody was pretty much now expecting everything to go down or the interest rates to go down by 0.25, and that's what he did. He sent it down by 0.25. So he kind of did as expected, but yet we still got this downward movement in all the markets, which was kind of weird. I don't know. I just thought that was really weird. So it's the 8th consecutive hike, which influences the interest rates the banks charge, raised to basically 4.75. That's the highest it's been since 2007. So basically, everybody was kind of expecting this, though. So it was pretty odd to me that happened. It not only happened here, it also happened in the DXY, which usually tends to run inverse. Okay, usually tends to run inverse to the Bitcoin chart. So it was odd that Bitcoin went down, the DXY went down. I'm pretty sure that the stock market went down too. Let's take a look at the SPY right quick. Yeah, stock market went down too. So very, very, very peculiar there. Let's see who we got in the house here. Okay, let's keep going here. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to put them in the chat. Let me make sure I'm doing live here. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's continue on here. Next, BRICS and crypto. So if you're not aware, it's been going on with the BRICS nations. And if you're not familiar with the term BRICS, let me just kind of bring it up for you. It's a certain set of nations, the biggest of which are China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and South Africa. But here we go. It's an acronym for the 5 leading emerging economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay, I got them almost all of them. So that acronym forms like BRICS, right? What if, you guys? What if America's reign with the dollar is just going to be over in 5 years? What does that look like for us as a nation, right? With Russia and China kind of really getting in here and forming this alliance, and China owning a lot of things here in the U.S., it looks like our reign might be up, guys. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people might think that that's kind of un-American. I'm just offering a hypothetical. I'm not saying that this is how I want it to be or anything like that. But what does that look like for us? China already, they're using a digital yuan, right? And basically they're kind of agreeing to use the digital yuan. I believe the Russian ruble is already backed buy gold. I know Zay has mentioned that before on the Gentleman of Crypto. I've heard him say it. What if the dollar's reign is over? Um, to me, I mean, I think that really bodes well for Bitcoin. Um, and I think that anyone who doesn't want to necessarily use a CBDC may turn to something like Bitcoin. I think it bodes very well for these X tokens as well, because as you know, like Ripple has a huge following with everyone over in the BRICS nations, like a lot of BRICS banks, Australia. They have just a lot of banks under their umbrella. So Ripple, I think it's amazing. And the way that we see crypto being set up in countries like Switzerland and different nations with the European Mica, and different coins like, say, LCX, crypto's looking like it's really getting set up in all these other countries except for America. And our people, the SEC, are trying to villainize crypto, or they're being slow to react to crypto, which further means I think we as a nation are getting set back as far as like monetarily goes, right? So I'm really thinking that in maybe 5 years we're not going to be looking that great monetarily, right? Maybe these BRICS nations they cut us out of trade, and maybe that looks very, very, very bad for the American dollar. Um, what's going on, Landon DePaul? What's up? Be like water. Now, what that does mean for us as crypto investors, though, I think what that means for us is, hey, it might look very, very good for these ISO cryptos like a LCX, like a XRP, like a XLM. It's going to look very good for these in the future, because they already kind of have a really great place, really great standing overseas. They're already ISO 20022 compliant. It may look very great for the holders of these tokens coming up in the next 5 years. You can throw Quant in there. You can also throw Algorand and Casper in there, and the whole Cosmos blockchain, right? You can throw all of those guys in there. So, but I think it does not look that great for the American dollar. Not saying that's happening tomorrow, but in like the next 5 years, doesn't look good for us. And I think that's something as us as Americans. Um, and I think that's something as crypto investors we need to keep in mind. And just maybe we might not have a home for crypto assets in America. That's something that's, you don't want to look at it that way, but maybe that's the case. So before we get to questions, I just want to review something that I told you guys about yesterday. There's a Corium airdrop coming up on Uphold. I think it's very important that you guys know about this. If you guys already hold XRP, you can go over there and get airdropped X Core tokens. So basically, they're going to have an airdrop for Corium, okay? And the way this is going to work out is, for people who hold Corium Core on Uphold, they'll get airdropped Corium tokens, okay? Now, it's going to be a very short window for that. I think they're going to launch the Corium token on the 23rd, okay, on Uphold, and you'll have like a day to get your Corium before the actual Corium blockchain airdrop snapshot happens. Okay. So here they say the snapshot is taking place exactly when their main net is launching, which is March 24, 2023 at 4 a.m. UTC. And for you guys who are here in like the Arizona area, we do a UTC to PST because that's what we're on right now. We're lined up with California time right now since we don't follow daylight saving time. It's already the 23rd for those guys. So I don't know if that means that Corium is actually available on Uphold. I can check it right quick. So it may be live on there right now. Checking Corium. Not available for us just yet. But this is not going to give us, this is going to give us a very short window if you want to get Corium on there, right? So I'm assuming maybe it'll be ready for us at midnight, but maybe midnight Eastern time, or maybe we might even have to wait till midnight Pacific time, but we'll see. But for XRP and solo holders, what they're going to do for us guys, if you hold XRP and your Corium, I'm sorry, your XRP and your solo on Uphold, you're going to be dropped. They had a little chart here. I don't know where they put that chart. 1 second. Here it is. Okay. So I like charts. They're very easy to look at. Okay. So for the solo and XRP holders, what they're going to do is drop the 25 million of this XCore token. Okay. And the distribution will take place 15th of May, 100% distribution. And basically how this that XCore token is going to work is going to be like an option. Basically, the whole thing about the option is if Corium at any point goes above $10 for 240 consecutive hours, which is 10 days, then you can redeem it. Or otherwise, if the option expires, meaning it just expires and it never hits the $10 for 240 consecutive hours, if it just expires on March 24th, 2025 at 4 a.m. UTC, then regardless of Corium price could be a cent or whatever, it won't be. But I don't think it will be. Okay. Regardless of Corium price, holders of XCore are eligible to receive one-to-one Corium tokens via a smart contract for the Corium blockchain. So regardless of what happens, you're going to get one-to-one XCore for Corium. Okay. And the Corium itself, the token, is now at 50 cents. I do think it'll go down after this airdrop. So you have to make a decision for yourself if you want to go like buy some Corium now and get airdrops in Corium, or wait to buy it after the airdrop snapshot. Is up to you, because I do think it will fall after this snapshot. However, what I wanted to point out to you guys is that its max supply is 500 million. So the supply is in line with a lot of tokens that are over a $10 price. So it might be worth your while if you already have Sologenic and you already have XRP to just put it on Uphold for these couple of days wait for the snapshot to be taken, and then move it back to wherever you had it. Because you can just, get Corium tokens for just having your XRP on their blockchain for a little bit, right? Or on a little bit. Now I think they have an additional. You can go to link to the official airdrop guide, and that'll tell you exactly where other places, because I think you can go to other places besides Uphold and qualify for this. But you know, I'm just going to talk about the Uphold one because that's just the easiest one to talk about. But you can go and check out this link here and see if there are other places like MXC. I know MEXC also sells Corium Solo. So I don't know if they're going to be participating in this or not. Maybe this might tell you. But as far as we're concerned, we're only going to cover the Uphold one. But just like I said, you can click on this link here and find out more information about that. Let me put this article in the chat here. Just in case some people want to go take a look and see what's going on. Maybe you guys are using different places than Uphold. You can go ahead and do it. What's up, Phantom Beat? What's up, Courtney Johnson? What's up, Whistletone? What's up, Reggie Bone? Appreciate you coming out. So we covered that. Now let's get into a couple questions if you guys have any. Any opinion on the partnership of Immutable X and Polygon? Oh, that's pretty huge. Let's see. I have no opinion on that right now, but let me look it up. They're both ETH layer 2, so I wonder how the partnership will work out for them. Okay, let's just take a look here. I wonder how this benefits Polygon, because I know some people would just go on Polygon instead of using Immutable X. So this is interesting. Game-changing partnership. Picture a world many digital players can truly own their digital assets. As demand for digital asset ownership, blah, 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 blah. So we are thrilled to announce our industry-defining strategic alliance with Polygon. Together, we are paving the way for. Okay. At the heart of our alliance lies immutable ZK Ethereum virtual machine. A new Ethereum virtual machine capable ZK rollup powered by Polygon. Okay, so it literally is a partnership. See, I always wondered how this was gonna. I think this is like really amazing for Immutable X. Because I always wondered, okay, why would people go on Immutable X when they could go to Polygon? But now it seems like Polygon will direct their people to Immutable X, and that Immutable X be specific. Like their focus has always been gaming, but now instead of Polygon trying to make things better for their gaming people, they can just refer their gaming people to Immutable X directly. So um, for me, I guess this is really, really cool for Immutable X. You know, not knowing any of the technology behind it, but just knowing, okay, now we're probably going to direct our people to Immutable X because they're using our technology on their Ethereum virtual machine. So very, very cool for Immutable X. Let's go take a look at their price. As I close the Telegram now that we've shared the link. Mutable IMX, right? There we go. Another logo with that X. I finally found out what that X means, by the way. Remember how I was like, I'm going to figure out what X means. It all goes back to money, but that's a rock fan discussion. If somebody wants me to talk about it, maybe I can talk about it. But I finally found out kind of what the X actually means. There's a whole bit of alchemy and woo woo to the X. So, but anyways, let me look here. Okay. All right. They're already at a 3x type of deal right now from where they were at the beginning of the year. At 116, at 116, it might be a decent dollar cost average. Like, do we expect them to get to $10 or what was this, $9 again? That's an 8x, possibly in the next bull run for sure. Yeah. My thought with this would be to dollar cost average. I think you might be able to get it at a lower cost, possibly in the May time, maybe around the October time when we have those lunar eclipses. So maybe around the lunar eclipses, you can get a lower price than $1.16. But if you just have to have it right now, I think you can dollar cost average in because, hey, look, it's way lower than the 150 it was at, right? Or the 130 it was at, right? So now it's a great time to just dollar cost average in and then see if you can get it lower in May or October. That would be my thought. But yeah, I think that partnership will be huge, huge for Immutable X. And Immutable X already has like nice platforms on there right now where they have Alluvium, they have what's that game I love a lot, and they're testing it. Ember Sword. So they got a good amount of things already on Immutable X. So Ember Sword, Alluvium, Gods Unchained. I should probably check out Ember Sword. I might be able to buy a piece of land in there again. Wagami, Tower of Defense. They got a whole bunch of different things going on here. As a matter of fact, let's just go right quick while you guys got those questions coming. Let me go to OpenSea and see how much that Ember Sword land is doing right now. Ember. There we go. What's the cheapest price for an Ember Sword piece of land right now? 0.5 ETH. What is that? How much money is that? Why is it in ETH? I could have sworn this was being sold on Polygon. Like, why is it being listed in ETH? This should be listed in Matic, I thought. Probably just double check to make sure that this is the official one, because I remember it being listed in Matic. Maybe they changed that, so it's listed in ETH now. Okay, so basically $100. Not bad. Not terrible. Okay, I guess it was lower. Oh, these are just offers. This is the last time it was sold, 5 days ago. Okay. Interesting. Let's see if we got any more questions there. What's up, Mainly Music? I do not have any horses. Um, for Zed Run, I don't have any for those. I got rid of all of those NFTs. Only NFT now that I really own is the one that I have that I always use the face of, and that's on Cardano. I don't think I have many NFTs at all anymore. What's up, Janet Hayes? Pulse Chain version 3 testnet is live for the people who are about Pulse Chain. I don't dig on like Pulse. I own a little Hex somewhere. I think it's like still like staked or whatever, but I don't really follow Hex or Pulse Chain that much. But let's look into it. Hex is sitting at 10 cents. Bro, is Hex supply? Is it truly six six 633 trillion billion? Is that real right now? I I seem to remember it not being that high. Man, I don't know if I can trust this project, because basically when I was looking at all the different type of things with Hex, it really seemed like a Ponzi scheme. It really did seem like a Ponzi scheme. And I had that show a couple months back. Is Hex a scam? And basically, what I just determined is like it's a Ponzi scheme. Now I know Crypto Blood makes the argument, and it's a good argument, uh, that all of these things are really a Ponzi scheme, because whoever gets in first is like just the winner. Whoever gets in first is the winner, pretty much. Like whoever bought Bitcoin at like $1, or mine Bitcoin when you could mine like 30 Bitcoin for like almost nothing, right? You guys are winners, right? Yeah. However, there are other cryptocurrencies like XRP, like XLM, like Casper, where if we're early adopters on those, maybe we might win in some of the same ways, right? Um, but Hex, who is Richard working with other than himself, right? At least with Casper, you can say, okay, they're working with all these World Economic Forum people. You know, like who is Richard working with except for himself? Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. Did I lose money on the NFTs? I believe so. I definitely believe so. I don't. That's why I don't talk about them so much anymore. Um, but I definitely do think with some of these like blue chip projects, there will be money to be had there, but not in a bear market. Like right now, if you're looking at buying some NFTs, I would think that this would be the perfect time to buy them, for like when the bull market happens. But I would be looking at really, 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 really bullish projects, or really blue chip projects, um, because eventually the metaverse will be a thing, and some of these different projects will have their day in a metaverse. But I would try to pick up something that's like related to like that's in the sandbox metaverse, or this like a really dope project on Cardano, like something that's like really attached to a big coin, and something that's a blue chip on that coin. Um, of course, we also have Bitcoin ordinals popping up. So there's things going on with NFTs, but I'm steering mostly clear of them, and I'm putting most of my focus in like crypto projects and less in NFTs. And I might be missing some value there, but I tend to focus. I focus here is going to be better. Um, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that mainly. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a good learning experience. Um, yeah, it's definitely a good learning experience. But I do think NFTs will have their day. It's just going to be when the metaverse actually kicks itself in. Um, and that's something the World Economic Forum really wants to have happen. Um, One thing to note is that LCX, the literal like kind of World Economic Forum member exchange, they list Sandbox on their platform. They list Decentraland on their platform. And if you're one of these people that could afford like a Sandbox plot and you can build a business in the metaverse, maybe that's something that will be lucrative once they kick all of that stuff in. But for right now, um, yeah, I think crypto coins are the better investment, because metaverse I think is still a ways off before they kick it in. But who knows? Maybe it could happen by the next bull market. You got a lot of different projects like Ember Sword, like Cornucopias. You got different projects out there that are working on building their games, right? Um, but games like take 2 years to really kind of get in there and get big. And then like, how are they going to work the economy? Like, are you going to be able to protect the economy against people from other countries where American dollar for like someone in the Philippines, which is what happened with like Axie Infinity. American dollar for them is really great, but then how does that doesn't benefit someone in America? You know what I mean? Like no one in America can like play that and really make a real profit, like a life changing. I don't have to go to work profit. Um, so yeah. Let's look at a couple different moon cycles here, because we got some dates coming up. 330 is supposed to be when this XRP thing is solved. So that's a big date coming up. We also have in a lunar eclipse cycle and the solar eclipse cycle, we have a solar eclipse, which is usually good for Bitcoin. We have a solar eclipse coming up April 20th. So have a couple coming up. We also have a pretty soon. Let me see. Moon cycles. So the full moon is coming up on April 5th. Moon will be full moon will be a week from that. We have a solar eclipse. So that I think bodes for a black month coming up for the market. So I think this is going to be a bullish time, especially for those ISO 2002 coins. And if you guys wear a whole bunch of XRP news coming out, John Deaton put out a whole bunch of stuff. Check out my yesterday's episode for that. We went over that. But if we look at XRP, they kind of pumped and dumped a little bit. But I think that's just anticipation of what's coming up here. If we look here, it's still really bullish in that the 50 AMA is over the 200 AMA. Still kind of in the bullish area here with XOLM and XRP. So cannot wait to see what happens here in the next week with that. So be on the lookout for that. You're the Matrix. All right, guys. So if we don't have any questions, I think that would be just like a real quick show for today. Be on the lookout. I got a couple collaborations coming up. I'll tell you guys some more about that on the weekend here on a Saturday show. Remember, we got the Saturday show with Gentlemen of Crypto, 9:30 a.m. in the morning. And I guess I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming out, everybody who came out. Have a good one, guys. Peace.